Good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Cody Proctor. Let's get started. We begin tonight with breaking news. Spokane police searching for a robbery suspect who shoplifted and attacked an employee at an Ace hardware store. Police are now searching in the Wellesley and North Cook area for that suspect. According to police, this is not the first time the suspect has attempted to shoplift at that store. They also say the employee only suffered minor injuries. Now, this is a developing story, and we will have more updates as they come in. We are less than 24 hours away from the Gonzaga men's second game in the NCAA tournament. The top-seeded Bulldogs take on 9-seed Memphis tomorrow night. Head coach Mark Few called Memphis extremely talented. KREM 2's Travis Green is in Portland with the latest from our sports team, along with Brenna Green.
Round 2 of the NCAA tournament here in Portland tomorrow. Gonzaga taking on 9th-seeded Memphis, and this is a really interesting matchup because the Tigers have caught fire towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Memphis won 10 of its last 11 regular season games, then had a trip to the AAC tournament championship game, and then here in Portland had the win over Boise State in the first round. So moral of the story here, they are peaking at the right time, which gives them plenty of confidence heading into this matchup.
I feel like it's a number 1 seed versus the number 1 seed.
This is kind of the opportunity that any team in the tournament would ask for.
Memphis certainly isn't afraid of facing the top-seeded team in the NCAA tournament. Instead, the Tigers are embracing it.
I feel like we still the hunted. Like, you could say it's a number 1 seed versus the number 9 seed, but I feel like they know we don't belong as a number 9 seed, so I feel like we still going to get their best, and I feel like they haven't seen like a team like us.
Arguably the most talented front court Gonzaga has seen all season awaits in its second-round matchup with Memphis. Freshman phenom and projected NBA lottery pick Jalen Duren leads Memphis in points this season and has caught fire of late, averaging over 13 points a game and 11 rebounds in the team's final 5 games before the big dance.
He's a pretty neat talent. I'm pretty sure he could still be in high school playing or something, and he's a lottery pick, so it's just a credit to him, the hard work he's put in and just the talent, so it's obviously going to be a fun matchup for sure.
His partner in the paint, senior DeAndre Williams, is averaging double figures as well.
Memphis has a pretty talented front court, and specific Jalen.
Pretty talented, or like extremely talented.
Right.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that matchup and specifically Jalen Duren in this one?
I mean, it's daunting. They are extremely athletic and big and play with force, and that's going to be a real challenge for us.
A dynamic duo down low. Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Zag fans? Memphis head coach Penny Hardaway tried his best to get Chet Holmgren in Tiger Blue. The 7-footer chose the Bulldogs instead, but Hardaway still has the utmost respect for the 19-year-old.
He's a true competitor. You can go in the game and try to say you're going to rough him up. He's not going to let you do it. It's not who he is. You could talk about not letting him get offensive rebounds and blocking him out. He's like Plastic Man. He'll get a rebound over you and then grab the ball and still dunk the ball.
And now Hardaway and Holmgren will face each other with their seasons on the line.
You know, a lot of people always say be careful what you wish for. I've always wanted to play the best. Gonzaga is the best. You got to beat great teams to get to where you want to go. And we look forward to playing them tomorrow.
And certainly should be a fun game out here in Portland tomorrow.
But we're not done with our NCAA tournament coverage tonight. Later on in this show, the Gonzaga women getting a big win today. Also hearing from the WSU women before their game tomorrow against Kansas State. So stick around to watch us later in sports. For now, though, reporting in Portland, I'm Brenna Green. He's Travis Green from 2 Sports.
Brenna and Travis, thank you so much. And again, the Zag men play Memphis tomorrow. Game tips off at 6:40 in the evening. And of course, we will have team coverage live from Portland, and you can watch that game on TBS. Well, Friday finished up the week dry and sunny, but changes, they could be coming this weekend. Meteorologist Michelle Boss joining us now in the Weather Center. Michelle, what are the chances for showers this weekend?
Well, we got kind of a 50-50 weekend. What am I talking about? Half the weekend is going to see some showers, but the other half should be sunny, so not all too bad. We're dry out there right now. 43 in the Spokane area, 37 in Deer Park. It's still in the upper 40s in Moses Lake and Wenatchee and Omak, and holding on to 50 degrees right now in Lewiston. We do have some cloud cover, so not going to be terribly chilly tonight, but you can see some rain on the west side of the state, and that shower activity is going to be pushing into eastern Washington and North Idaho, especially especially by tomorrow afternoon. Should be dry for the overnight hours. A few folks may see some sprinkles as early as tomorrow morning, but again, the bulk of the wet weather should be tomorrow afternoon. Overnight lows will be in the upper 30s. We're looking at rain showers on Saturday with a high of 49, but for the first day of spring, sunshine returns with a high of 50.
Michelle, thank you so much. And new tonight, Pullman police investigating 2 College Hill apartment residents after more than a dozen dead animals were found in their apartment. Now, we do want to warn you, some of these details may be disturbing. Yesterday, an animal control officer received a report of a dead dog and dead ferret at the apartment. After obtaining a search warrant, police found several other dead animals, including a dog, 3 ferrets, 3 sugar glider possums, 2 rodents, a boa snake, a bearded dragon, and a gecko. The officers rescued 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 hedgehogs, as well as a bearded dragon, a gecko, and a tortoise. The residents are being investigated for animal cruelty and neglect. No arrests, though, have been made at this time. Moving on now to Nightbeat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward created a task force to bring awareness to the greater Spokane community.
This isn't my wheelhouse. I'm not an expert on mental health, but I know my mental health has suffered during the pandemic, just like everyone's. But bringing the experts together so that, number one, we can increase awareness about the mental health services and resources that we have here that people just don't know about. So there's an awareness campaign component to that. Yeah. And also reducing the stigma associated with mental health.
The mayor's task force on mental health held its first meeting last week. The group's 3 dozen members show a robust list of people representing Spokane's education, healthcare, youth services, and government officials from around the region. That does include Congresswoman Kathy McMorris-Rogers and State Representative Marcus Fratelli. One challenge the group already identified is the shortage of regional mental health counselors. Listen up, golfers. The Downriver Golf Course officially opened up and it had started back in 1916. Now the golf course is the oldest golf course in Spokane. Downriver Golf Course will be open 7 days a week from 7 in the morning until 7 in the evening. By the way, tomorrow is the last day to register early for Bloomsday with the lower price. If you are planning on racing, you're also probably training, and that's why Bloomsday, Providence, and Kaiser Permanente are teaming up to offer clinics to prepare for race day and beyond. In those clinics, they'll go over goal setting, warm-ups, and proper form. And if you do miss a session, they are recorded and you can be seen on the Bloomsday website. Registration is $28 right now. It does go up to $35 on Sunday. You can text the word Bloomsday to 509-448-2000. We'll send that information right to you, all that you need to know. And that was a look at your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text the word night to 509-448-2000 and we'll send them right to your phone. Well, moving now to international news. President Biden warning China's leader not to provide material assistance to Russia in its war on Ukraine. As of tonight, CBS News has learned China has still not decided whether to help Putin. Meanwhile, Russian President Putin showing no signs of pulling back his war despite economic sanctions, intense international pressure, and large battlefield losses. The UN's migration agency estimates nearly 6.5 million people have been displaced inside Ukraine. The Ukrainian president is calling for comprehensive peace talks with Moscow. While taking a look across the nation, today the House passed the Crown Act. The act prohibits discrimination based on hair texture or hairstyle if that style or texture is commonly associated with a particular race or national origin. The House previously tried to pass this measure under suspension on February 28th, but failed to get 2/3 of the vote necessary to pass a bill under suspension. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. But don't go to bed just yet. We are still following a story that we brought to you last night about an 18-year-old cold case. What happened during the suspect's first court appearance in just 90 seconds.